Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Healthy Living event sponsored by the Juice Plus community. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Carol Turnbow. I am a senior sales coordinator with the Juice Plus company. I also share many other hats. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a mamaw. That's my favorite job. I am a CrossFit coach. I am a CrossFit master's athlete, but my passion is nutrition. I love teaching people that food really does heal the body. So tonight you're going to be hearing from myself and some of my teammates. We've all joined on a mission to inspire healthy living around the world. And I'm going to start tonight by introducing our product line. Our product line is simple and it will remain simple because it's food. It's food that all our bodies need on a daily basis. Juice Plus has figured out how to put fruits and vegetables in a capsule. It's the best thing ever. And I'm going to start tonight by showing you our first three products. This is our fruit, our vegetable, and our berry blend. These products are 100% plant-based all the way down to the capsule. They're better than organic, non-GMO, and picked at the peak of ripeness with an NSF seal of approval. And what that means is that what is in the product is on the label. So this is our fruit product here. And the fruit label, and the label reads apple, peach, cranberry, orange, mango, lemon peel, cherry, pineapple, prune, date, and beet. My favorite part of our label is this right here. It's a nutrition label. Nutrition labels are reserved for food. Like I told you, Juice Plus has figured out how to put fruits and vegetables in capsule, and that's why this carries a nutrition label. It's food in a capsule. We also have our full spectrum of omegas, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. These omegas are also completely vegan all the way down to the capsule. We all know that we should get our omega-3s from fish oil. We've all heard, the great benefits of taking omegas, but what Juice Plus has done is they've cut out the middleman. Fish eat algae to get omegas. So we cut out the fish, went straight to the algae, and our omegas are filled with algae oil, pomegranate seed oil, tomato seed oil, and more. We also have our complete protein powder in chocolate and vanilla. Every morning I open a packet of Complete, swallow my capsules with it, and start my day. Best way to start my day. We just recently, a couple months ago, got a new protein powder called Perform that I also use post-workout. So I use the Perform as a workout drink, and then I love my Complete shakes just to start my day. We have one other thing. It's called a tower garden. My tower garden is still in my hallway. I live in Indiana. Our weather in March is up and down. You don't know if it's going to be 30 or 70, but right now my tower garden is in my hallway growing fresh herbs and lettuces and all kinds of stuff that we can just walk from the kitchen to the hallway, pick off of the tower garden and eat. And I've been growing it all winter. It's been in here since October. So love my tower garden, love my tower garden. If you haven't heard about it, talk to whoever invited you to this call because you've got to check out the tower garden. We have an amazing lineup of speakers tonight. Carol Sand is also a senior sales coordinator with the Juice Plus company, has brought her team, some people from her team, to share their Juice Plus journeys, their stories about the product, their stories about the business. And I'm excited to introduce Carol so that she can talk about her story and then introduce her team. So Carol, welcome to the call. You can go ahead and unmute yourself and you're up.
Okay, thank you, Carol. And my team, we are very grateful to be able to be here tonight and to share our stories. So my Juice Plus story began about 18 years ago. I was one of those 5%ers, as we say in the business. When I heard about Juice Plus, of course, it made total sense immediately because none of us eat enough fruits and vegetables, right? But when I saw the Juice Plus, I also realized that there was a business potential there. So that was pretty cool. I had been practicing as a nurse for about 30 years at that time, and I was starting to see patients get sicker. Diabetes, cancer, and heart disease was showing up more frequently and in younger patients. And I was getting kind of burnt out. So I decided that I wanted to get from the illness side and get on the other side of wellness. My husband had been a certified personal trainer for several years, so I decided to get certified too and join him. After that, we opened up a personal training studio. I continued to work part-time as a nurse, and then I would also train clients after that. A lot of our clients were very disciplined, and they were so loyal to come in and work out all the time, but a lot of them were struggling with nutrition. They didn't really understand proper nutrition. So I was actually looking for something. I wanted something for myself and something that I could feel safe and good about recommending to my clients. When you own a fitness business, everyone wants your business. We had multiple opportunities to join other companies. We had a line all the time of people dropping off brochures about their products or wanting to set up a meeting and sit down and talk about their products. So I listened to all of them, and after they would leave, I did my research. And I would research their products, I researched their company's history, and I always looked for clinical studies, and most of them did not have clinical studies. So one day my husband comes into the gym and he had a flyer, and he said that we had been invited to hear a physician named Dr. Candace Corson, and she was going to talk about Juice Plus and nutrition. I had never heard of Juice Plus. That's one company that had not approached us. But I love nutrition. When I was in nursing in college, I did have a credit in nutrition and loved it. And so over the years, I did study a lot about nutrition. So I was ready for this. So we went. We sat in the front row with our invitee, Kim Boardman, and sat there for an hour and listened. And I was amazed. I didn't want it to end. I was hungry for more. I was so interested in this. But the thing that really excited me was that I knew listening that I had finally found what I was looking for. So I spent the weekend, and I researched Juice Plus. I looked at the products, I looked at the company's history, and guess what? I found clinical studies. They didn't have as many back then as they do now. Of course, now we have 40 plus, and we're always, they keep coming. So we never know how many we're going to end up with. But anyway, we met with Kim. We signed up as a customer and a partner at the same time. And what a great decision that was. I had never taken a vitamin or a nutritional supplement in my entire life. But my husband, he had taken handfuls of these men's vitamins. He drank protein shakes, he ate protein bars, and he had not done any research on them. So he really didn't know what he was putting in himself. But after about 3 months of taking Juice Plus, he said, you know what, I'm done with all this. And he threw it all away. And we decided just to add Juice Plus and make that a priority in our diet. The other thing was he had suffered with chronic bronchitis for years. Every winter he would have to take antibiotics, and he's not had bronchitis in 18 years. After I took Juice Plus a few months, I started sleeping better. And the other thing I noticed, that very first winter, my skin had gotten so better that I did not use lotion. I was using less lotion in the winter. So anyway, love our Juice Plus. We'll be Juice Plusers for life. We have retired now from our professions of fitness and nursing, but we do continue to exercise. We eat healthy. We take our Juice Plus and we recommend it to anybody that will listen to us. And we work our business together. Ken is a QSC on our team. And we have met so many people in this community. And what I'm always amazed at is how everyone is willing to mentor others, to help each other. So I've taken their lead. And every morning when I wake up, I lay there and I think about where I'm going to be that day and who I'm going to be seeing and maybe how I can help somebody. So with that, I guess I'll hand the baton off to Sheryl Tischer.
Oh, well, hey, thank you, Carol. And yeah, Carol and I would not have met if it were not for this business. So about 16 years ago, I had a daughter who was 9 years old, super picky, did not like fruits or vegetables. She didn't even like jelly. I mean, we were talking nothing made with fruits or vegetables. And it was a struggle. She actually liked vegetables a little bit better than fruit. Fruit was absolutely no. And vegetables, you know, was like that struggle. Here, please eat these 2 baby carrots or whatever. So I met Ken and Carol, and they told me about Juice Plus, and I had never heard about it either. And, you know, I thought, you know, you're being a good mom, you're doing everything that you can, but you don't know what you don't know. And my background was in business. I had no knowledge of nutrition or anything like that. So just other than, you know, what you read and things like that. So I was super excited to find Juice Plus. And then I was even more excited to find out and learn about the family health study. It was called the Children's Health Study Program back then. But it was just amazing. I was floored because if I were to order Juice Plus, I found out that I could actually get my daughter's order for free for up to 4 years. I mean, that's just an awesome deal. And I thought, oh my gosh, this company is super generous. So I just signed up as a customer. We started taking our Juice Plus, and then being the savvy business person that I was, a couple months later, I asked Carol, I said, hey, is there a way for me to get this product, you know, less expensively? You know, what can I do? Maybe my parents should be taking this. And so then a couple months later, I had signed up to be a partner with the company, thinking that I was just going to share it with just a few friends and family. And that's what I did. My parents became my first customers, and because who doesn't need more fruits and vegetables? I thought my brother's family, a few friends here and there. And, you know, really just started to kind of grow from there, because the more people you talk to, the more people you think about, who doesn't need more fruits and vegetables? It just makes sense. The 2 things that I really loved about Juice Plus were that it was whole food. I thought, okay, if I'm going to recommend this, you know, to my daughter, to my family, to my parents, I want to make sure that it's something that's safe and effective, and it's going to do what it says it's going to do. So I love the fact that it was food, that it had that nutrition label that Carol talked about. And then I also liked that it was backed up by this research and the science. I didn't really know that much about it, but I looked at some of the hospitals and universities that were doing the studies, and I thought, okay, these are prestigious hospitals, medical, universities. I've heard of them. I know that they are, going to do everything above board. And so that just really gave me peace of mind too, to just really be able to kind of take it myself, share with my and then just really kind of went on from there. Like I said, just kind of sharing. And, the more you share and the more people share with you their stories, the more excited you get about sharing. So it's just really kind of a revolving circle there, where the more you share and the more excited you become, and the more people's lives you start to touch. So a few years ago, I became certified as a Dr. Sears health coach, just to learn a little bit more about nutrition, about how it all works, because I didn't have that background. So that was super helpful and interesting. And just really continued to share from there. And, it's just simple. It's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. We all need more fruits and vegetables. I mean, it's pretty simple that, we're not getting as many as we should, and just kind of go from there. So yeah, I started out with the fruits and vegetables, gradually added in the berries and the omegas, started growing food on a tower garden, and just haven't looked back. So super excited. So thanks for being here. Thank you for having me. And I think I'm going to introduce Jeanette, who's going to share with us next.
Jeanette, can you unmute?
Am I there?
Oh, there you are. Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited I was invited and Carol included me. My Juice Plus story is, it's been 17 years, and I had lung surgery. I had histoplasmosis. So they did a double wedge resection. And ever since then, for like 2 years, I was super exhausted, just drained, and couldn't just get my energy back. I would have to take a nap every day, and I was 28 at the time. So after 2 years of literally trying to find anything and everything I could to get my energy back and feel like I wasn't, 90 years old, I was taking mega packs of vitamins for women with each meal. And it was like super big pills, isolated vitamins. And for 2 years consistently, no change, no difference, no energy. A friend told me about Juice Plus, like through a phone call. I was like, finally got together with her, and she explained the difference between like when we get food in the store, how sometimes it's not ripened before they pick it. So a lot of the nutrients are left in the vine, and we're getting a lot of the roughage, I guess, more than the nutrients. And also talked about the difference between the isolated vitamins I was taking and whole food, how lycopene works in synergy with everything else in a tomato, and how that just does wonders for your body differently than what you would take lycopene like separately. Anyway, all of that made so much sense to me. And I was like, it's a no-brainer. And it was probably a fourth of the cost of the multivitamins and all the different isolated vitamins I was taking. So I took the plunge, switched, went with Juice Plus, fruits, vegetables, and berries. We didn't have the omegas at the time. And it was just night and day difference for me. I think I was really, even though I really ate well and drank a lot of water, it just brought life to me. I don't know how else to explain it. It was like my body was finally getting what it needed. And a lot of people noticed that. So they were all like, what is going on with you? And I'm like, oh, I'm on fruits and vegetables. And they're like, where do you get it? And so I kept having people call Dieta, who was my direct upline. And she called and said, hey, you need to do the business. And I was like, there's no way. I couldn't sell a monkey a banana. I don't sell things. That's not what I do. And she told me I had so many people already calling her, so I needed to give it a shot. And I did. And for me, it's just been very natural because, like I said, it's a no-brainer. It's whole food. No one gets enough. And this is such a simple solution to know that you have that, that you can bridge the gap in just such an easy way. So I just started sharing it with other people because it comes naturally when you love something, you want to talk to people about it. And I love the fact that we can help people improve their nutrition really easily. So, and I love the fact that we don't pressure people. We just have great information, all the studies, and they can look at it and make the decision for themselves. And there's no pressure whatsoever. I love everything about the product and the omega, and we have the Tower Garden as well. Love the company. One of the things I really love is like, all we do is share our love for the product, and we maybe put some orders in, and they do everything. This company, not like Sheryl said, it's very giving in very many ways, but it also is, it's such a great tool. They ship it, they stock it, they do all the billing, everything. We just get to share the love of this wonderful product with everyone we come in contact with, and they do literally everything. So that's one of the things I love about the company aspect of it, but I don't miss it. I love it. It's actually, I know all of us have, I'm sure, something that we really enjoy, like adding to our diets, like regular food or whatever, that we're like, oh gosh, I hope, we don't stop getting this fruit or vegetable or product or whatever. And Juice Plus is one of the things I'm always like, I hope they never stop making this, because I'm not sure what I'd do without it. I know it just helps my everyday energy and just everything. So that's my big Juice Plus story. And I'm not sure who's next. So
I think we have Theresa. Are you up next?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing. I was like, I think I'm fifth, but I don't know who the fourth person is.
You're good.
This is so fun. Just hearing everybody's different stories and how they came to it. And even being reminded myself, like, oh yeah, that's such a cool thing about the company. And oh yeah, this is one of the reasons why I loved it too. So I was working as a personal trainer at a local gym, and I would see Sheryl there from time to time doing events, and would talk about Juice Plus. And I at that stage in my life, I had, after having 3 kids and moving several times, I was overweight, out of shape, didn't know how to take care of myself, but if I had time to. And so I became a certified personal trainer, got healthy, and learned a lot about how to be healthy. And I would see Juice Plus and I'd think, oh, I was so judgmental. I would be like, you shouldn't juice your food. You should chew your food and eat your food. Like that's part of the digestion process, right? And then we had a short conversation one time, and Sheryl was just being kind, loving, understanding Sheryl. And she was like, you know, it's fruits, vegetables, and a cup. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, that made sense. And walked away. And I thought, well, there's no way it's bioavailable, which is the technical term. There's no way your body's going to use and absorb nutrition if it's already in a capsule, right? And then I found out that it does actually is extremely bioavailable, as Carol testified to the studies. I think there's several studies that prove that it is bioavailable, and that really got me. And I think what the sealer for the deal was for me was that the Juice Plus community would get together and do these fun events, and they always invited me, and they were always open and welcoming and never said, do you want to sell Juice Plus? They just said, come do this event. And it was fun. And I had all these new friends. And then one time I had a client at one of these events that she wanted to do Juice Plus. I thought, well, I should be the one to sell it to her. And the rest, as they say, is history. The family health study, I think, is so meaningful to me because my youngest son is a senior in college. He's a collegiate athlete, and he just won his 2nd national title as a wrestler. And he takes the Juice Plus chews. Now, can't say that's what made him a national champion 2 times in a row. However, we know that consistency is key, and that by just making sure, you know, of course, as a personal trainer and he started wrestling, I was like, we're not going to do this cutting weight thing, but it's very much part of the strategy and part of what goes into that sport if you're not familiar with it. So he has learned how to eat very well also. And so it was great to know that his body was getting what it needs because he's putting his body under extreme demand. In fact, before he won his first national title, he had a problem with his back. It was during COVID. And so he was lifting like on his own with a friend, not in their weight room. And we thought he might be done, and he came all the way back. Of course, we did everything we could. We got him, you know, the chiropractors and the physical therapy and everything to get him back. But I know in my heart that Juice Plus helped support all of that because it's bioavailable. And that is my story. And I think it goes back to Carol now.
We had to decide which Carol that was going to be. There's 2 of us here. Awesome, you guys, amazing stories. Thank you so much. I just love that everybody has a different journey, right? And we're all in this together, helping people commit to better health, but also on the business side of it, helping people earn an extra income, right? So I invite you all to stay on the line. We do have a business training event immediately following this call, but we are here every Thursday sharing stories, getting together and just sharing our stories about Juice Plus, our business journeys, our health journeys, and we invite you to come again next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Carol.